Hello, Sambonani, Kunjani. Good afternoon, learners. I'm Gio Saliu. I'm your live orientation educator for today, and I'll be taking you live orientation in grade 7. The topic we are going to be looking at in this term 2 is called substance abuse. I repeat, substance abuse. Time to time, or basically, um, I'll be sharing a slide presentation with you. And I want you to know there are expectations at the end of this topic, meaning we've got aims and objectives. Basically, there are 4, which we are going to be looking at. The very first one is knowing the meaning, the definition of substance abuse. We should be able to give examples of substance abuse. We should be able to list the types of symptoms of substance abuse and the factors that are contributing to it. 4 basic things that we need to learn. Of course, there are some other aspects of substance abuse, but that will be in our next class. But for today, the very first 4 knowledge that I've shared with you are very important. The first one is knowing the meaning, the definition of substance abuse. The second is to list the types or forms of substance abuse. The third is to know the symptoms, the signs of those that are using substance abnormally. Then last but not the least is to list some other factors that are contributing to substance abuse. I'll be sharing with you my screen once again. If I'm too fast, please let me know. I will need to slow down. And if you can't hear me, please raise up your hand so that I can be more audible. With me is my PowerPoint presentation, and I would love to share from the beginning. Sorry. Okay, that's our topic. You can see a lot of things right there: addiction, junkie, heroin, and so on and so forth. Narcotics, syringe, marijuana, overdosing, and so on and so forth. Crack. My name again is Gio Saliu, and I'll be teaching you live orientation today. Our objectives, like I said, under knowledge. At the end of the lesson today, you should be able to, first of all, define substance abuse, list the types of substance abuse, because there are types or forms. Identify the symptoms, the signs, how those that are abusing substance behave. You can see them by virtually looking at in most cases, you will know what is happening to them. List the factors contributing to substance abuse, after which there are some skills in which you must have acquired by the end of this class. And they are, you should know how to deal with peer pressure, because that's one of the reasons why some people are abusing some substances. Try as much as possible to choose or make the right choice in friend selection, and know when to seek help if you're undergoing peer pressure, bullying, or substance abuse. Our resources are PowerPoint, CAPS document, posters from the internet, and textbook live orientation today for grade 7. Join me as I present this topic. You're going to enjoy it. Just for 30 minutes, we should be done. Let's take a look at this picture. What can you see? What can you see? Just tell me. Is that guy, does it look like a doctor? Does that place look like a hospital? But you can see that person making use of a syringe. Who are those that are meant to be using that kind of object in his hand? The doctors, the veterinary doctors. Yeah, but that's an individual out there trying to inject himself. Is that right? No. So if you agree with me that is not right, then that is an abuse. That person is abusing that object called syringe because he doesn't even know how to use it. He doesn't even know what is mixing there, but there is him. He wants to achieve something. But whatever he wants to achieve is a negative thought. And as such, that is an abuse of that substance. Let's take a look at the second image. Look what a drink. That's not Coke. That's not apple juice. That's alcohol. some medications from a doctor's prescription, injections, 2 cigarettes, and something that is powder. Does that look like pap? No. You can see the person is using a blade. This person is abusing all these things because they are different kinds of things and they don't work together. He or she wants to achieve something, and whatever it is very dangerous to his or her health. That is an abuse. Now, having said all this, who among you can tell me what substance abuse is? Umpo. Okay, that's very good. Umpo said, using object or item or medication in the wrong way. Of course, yeah. That's an abuse. That's an abuse. That's an abuse. You know, imagine putting your own face cap on your leg. You're abusing the face cap because you're using that face cap that is meant to put on your head, on your leg. All right. Without wasting much of our time, let me share with you what substance abuse is. Definition. Substance abuse is also known as drug abuse. It refers to a maladaptive pattern of use of substance that is not considered dependent. Maladaptive. You get to adapt to a particular pattern of using a substance which is not meant for you. And as such, you abuse yourself, you abuse the substance itself. Imagine somebody trying to say, before they can write an exam, they need to take marijuana. That's an abuse. Maladaptive pattern. It's becoming a pattern, regular something. And that's what substance abuse is all about. Now, let's take a look at the types or forms of substance abuse. You can tell me type. First one is called binge drinking. What is binge drinking? It's the act of drinking enough alcohol in 2 hours to bring your blood level up. And once your blood level is up, it means the operation of the system of your body changes. You are putting your body in another state entirely. You are taking your body system to where it was. It's not because of the influence of alcohol. The moment somebody takes alcohol now, who can tell me how the person will be behaving? They won't be able to work properly. Yes or no? They will find it difficult to express themselves. You will see words very heavy. They'll be like, "Oh, yeah, stop you for tech." I'm sorry to use that word, but you know everything about them changes, and as such, it is under the influence of what alcohol. Imagine somebody trying to consume 3 liters of alcohol under 2 hours. What will happen? The person really wants to change his or her mood so that he or she can start behaving inappropriately. That is when some will even realize they are feeling hot. Even when the weather is cold, they will be sweating. Why? Because their blood alcohol level has increased. And that's very dangerous to one's health. It's very dangerous to our organs, our system, our liver, our kidney, our bladder, and so on and so forth. The second one, prescription drug abuse. This has to do with when doctors have prescribed a specific medication to be used in a specific way, but you chose to use it in your own way. Let me give you an instance. Let's say somebody has got a headache and he or she says, I need to consult. Then the doctor prescribes Panadol. The person is still under the age of 18 and the doctor says, use 2 in the morning and 2 at night. Then this person was like, because of the way I'm having this headache, I need to take 6 at a go. What do you think will happen? That person is abusing the medication. That person is abusing the prescription. And that is illegal and dangerous to one's health. The doctor that has prescribed you to take 2 tablets knows that that is what your body can contain. Failure to do so, failure to take more than that or less than that can result in something else. If you're taking less, it means it's not going to work in order of expectation. But if you've taken more, it becomes poison, toxic to your own system. Somebody will be vomiting blood. Somebody will be sick. You will knock yourself out for no reason. And that's very dangerous. Please do not abuse doctor's prescription. The last but not the least is called illegal drug abuse. Illegal drug abuse is the act of using any illegal substance, which can lead to serious legal and health issues. Example, who can give me an example of illegal substance here? Something that the government is not in support. Yawupi. Do we even know the combinations of substances they put together to have Yawupi? Some will tell you they put Panadol, they put this, they put that. These people, these miscreants, these hobos, they become their own doctors by mixing different kinds of medication, then blend it together and start taking it. All because they want your eye, and this is illegal. Another example is marijuana. Consuming marijuana that your body cannot take. And the moment they take it, their eyes turn red, they become wild, they are not afraid of anyone, they show no respect to everybody, to nobody. When they see thousands of people, they see just one person, and as such, they start misbehaving. They feel as though they are bigger than everyone. Some will even say they are taking alcohol, or they are taking illegal drugs because they are shy. There are musicians that do that, but it's very dangerous to their health. Please do not try any of this. It's very dangerous. So basically, we've got 3 forms of substance abuse: the binge drinking, the prescription drug abuse, and illegal drug abuse. Having said that, who would like to tell us again what substance abuse is? Umpo. Well done. Do not forget. Do not forget. And the 3 types or forms of substance abuse that we've got: binge drinking, prescription drug abuse, and illegal drug abuse. Now, having taken any of these 3 forms of substance abuse, there is always a result for everything we do, yes or no? These results are what will show the symptoms, the sign. The moment they've consumed this, something must happen, and that is what we call the symptoms. So let us check the symptoms of substance abuse. What are the symptoms of substance abuse? We can try. Of course, people will start misbehaving. Yeah. They become unkept. They don't even have time for themselves. You're correct. They disrespect people. Yes, because they are under the influence of something. That's when you will see them talking to those that are far older than them. But let's take a look at the image that I've got here. There is always a craving to use the substance, meaning that they become addicted to that particular thing. When they wake up in the morning, they just want to have that marijuana, even though it's destroying them. Secondly, they will want it to cut down or stop, but not managing to. They will be trying to stop, to move away from it, but they can't control it, meaning that they become addictive to it in such a way that they won't be able to control themselves because that thing will be controlling them. Imagine somebody that is used to drinking alcohol or every Friday to Sunday. That person will try as much as possible to say, I want to save my money. But the moment the person, he or she sees alcohol, they want to go back to it. That's another thing. They will be taking the substance in larger amount or for longer than you are meant to. Meaning that the moment they find themselves in a particular situation, they go back to their ways. Let's say they are depressed, for instance. They were like, I want to run away from my reality. And the next thing they want to do is to say, let me drink. Sometimes some will be under stress. And as such, they will go back and abuse their antidepressants or whatever prescription the doctors must have given them for them to be stable whenever they are going through stress. Another one is this: they will be neglecting their normal life for the substance they want to use. Somebody that is expected to be at work between 7 till 4 o'clock. Between that time frame, let's say they want to go for lunch, they would rather go and have their marijuana. They would rather go and have their yaumpi because that thing will always call them back and they'll be neglecting the work. And at the long run, what will happen to them? Some will lose their job because their boss will fire them. So their normal lifestyle is being neglected just because they are consuming or they are abusing a particular substance. Another one is this: they continue to use it even when it causes problem in relationships. Some will lose their partner. Some will lose their loved ones. Your friends, the moment you start using drugs, they keep away from you because they don't want to be part of it. So you lose precious people around you. You lose your teachers. They don't want to associate with you. Nobody wants to talk to a drunkard. Nobody wants to keep friends with a drug addict. So you lose your proper relationship that is going to help you in life to something else that is going to destroy somebody's soul and send somebody to the hospital. Using the last one, using substance even when it puts you in danger, yes. They do know that after taking this, 5 minutes after taking this, imagine somebody who wants to rush 3 liters of alcohol within 2 hours. They know. The moment they do it, you see them, they can't even walk. They'll be struggling. You know them. You see their videos. They'll be like, where now? The voice automatically changes. And it's reality. They've abused something. They've abused the alcohol. Let me tell you this. Why do you think is indicated on every bottle of alcohol that not to be taken under the age of 18? If you are below 18, you mustn't take it. 2, you must drink responsibly. Meaning that if you're finishing 3 liters of alcohol within 1 hour, you're going to see the results. Another one is this: they will tell you not to drink and try because they know it changes your present state to another level. Your blood alcohol level increases, and as such, your hormones start misbehaving. And that's that about that. The symptoms, don't forget, there are more to this. You become disrespectful to friends, you'll be running away, keeping relationship, and so on and so forth. So there are more to it, and I want you to brainstorm and tell me what other symptoms of substance abuse. Some people become unkept. Do you know the street there in town, Umpo? Market Street, you will see some hobos there. They don't go home. They don't bother washing their clothes. Why? Because they don't have time for anything else except their yahopis, except their drugs, because they are so addicted to it. There's nothing else they want to take. No one is their friend except that thing. And as such, they become unkept. They don't comb their hair. They don't cut their hair. They leave their clothes unwashed. They don't wash their clothes. They put on clothes for years and they become they will start exhibiting some kind of attitude, stealing. They'll be stealing from people. They become dangerous and wild, and so on and so forth. All right, haven't talked about the symptoms. Let's now talk about some other factors that contribute to substance abuse. What do you think can add to it? The very first thing, who can tell me among you? Think. Bullying at school. Yeah, you're correct. Another one, peer pressure, is correct. Somebody that doesn't have the attention of their parents can result to something else. You're correct. Okay, having said that, let's take a look at what I've got here. The first thing is peer pressure. Some of us, or some of you, you realize some of your friends in another school, they tell you you're still a young boy, you're still small, you're still this, you're daddy's boy. Why? Because they are abusing a particular substance. And they keep on saying this to you so that they can push you towards that direction. And it's very dangerous. You must keep away from them. These are not the kind of people you have to do with. If they are not calling you to come and study, they are calling you to come and use drugs, if they are calling you to come and drink alcohol, when you're still very young, you're still younger than 18, keep away from them. Secondly, difficult family situations. Some people are so emotionally drained. Maybe their father and their mom, they are going through divorce, or the father normally beats the mother, and they become traumatized. The only way to run away from this dream is to actually to go and take something. Some will even take medications and say they want to escape from this world and lose their life. It's very dangerous. Difficult family situation. If you see a family that are having maybe financial constraints or everything, something similar to that, or the father and the mother are fighting, there is no love in that family. The kids can result to substance abuse. Another one, lack of parental supervision. If there is no one to correct a child, automatically the child misbehave. The child will be under the influence of something because there is no one to take responsibility for that child. If we are not here to guide you, if I'm not here to guide you on what not to do and what to do, you're going to do what you're expected not to do. And as such, you misbehave, you'll be out of line. You come to school tomorrow and you feel like you can stab Cesaliu and what have you. And this is very dangerous. So lack of parental supervision or guidance can contribute to substance abuse. Popularity. Who do you think will be facing this kind of problem? The musicians, the actors. Do you know why? Some of them are very shy. They can't even speak publicly except they go under the influence of something. Take a look in Africa. Most of our artists, they resort to weed. They call it weed, marijuana. Just because they can't stand the crowd of thousands of people that are going to watch them perform on stage. Then they go under the influence of something. They take it as much as possible so that they won't be seeing anyone and they can have their life or the fake life on the stage. So popularity can also contribute to substance abuse. Bullying at school. When you are being bullied, every now and then you feel oppressed, and the next thing you just want to result is taking your own life, and you can just go and buy yourself medication and do that. I'm not saying you should do it. Boys, please do not do that. But bullying in school can actually, because that person will lose self-confidence. And for him or her to build the confidence, they want to be under the influence of something. They will have to abuse something for them to be check. That's that about that. Now, our lesson has come to an end. Let's check the following homework, and I want you to submit tomorrow. Don't forget a recap of what we've learned today. We've been able to learn how to define substance abuse, the types or forms of substance abuse, the symptoms, the signs of substance abuse, and the last but not the least, we are able to list some other factors that contribute, that can add to substance abuse. So take your own work, list and explain the protective factors to reduce this. Isn't it? If there's a problem, there's always a solution. I want you to do this as an individual. Don't forget, I love you all. Do enjoy the rest of your day. If you need any reference, please check your CAPS document on page 19. And this is what we have. Thank you for your time. I've got to go. See you next time, next day. I'm your best friend, your teacher, your educator. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you.